Afternoon, everybody. I'm Rich and welcome to RB Outdoors. It's almost spring here in north central Washington. We have a nice beautiful sunny day today, and I had this idea since last fall where I was going to do a roast chicken in a Dutch oven, and actually for about 5 minutes I was panicking because I thought I actually forgot the Dutch oven to do the roasted chicken. But then that got me thinking, what happens if I actually forgot the Dutch oven and I had this whole chicken, and how would I cook it? I was camping, I didn't have a stove, a camper at the time, I was just doing some Dutch oven cooking. So I got this idea, because I have the tripod that holds the Dutch oven with the chain, so I got this idea to cook a chicken on a chain. Now I have never done this before. So just bear with me, but I thought, why not? I mean, we all forget stuff when we go camping. God forbid you forget your Dutch oven for your dinner that night. But I'm going to have to dig a hole in the snow here. I'm going to get a fire going. Then I'm going to prep the chicken on the Tundra Tailgate kitchen, and we'll just see what happens. Chicken on a chain. Well, I got my hole dug. It's a good 15, 18 inches. So I'm going to get the fire going, and then as that's heating up, I'll probably make the hole bigger. But again, I would recommend anytime you're building a fire in wet, cold, snowy, rainy conditions to build a platform, it just seems to take off better. I got my homemade fire starter. I made a short video on how to make this, and I've been using this for years and years and years. 100% waterproof, and I take it everywhere I go, backpacking, camping. But if anyone's curious on what type of wood I'm using today, I'm starting off with the red fir to actually get the fire going, and then I've got some nice big chunks of cherry wood. And I also have some apple wood. I live in north central Washington, and we are surrounded by apple trees, pear trees, cherry trees, and this is what I burn at home. Extremely high BTUs, almost double the BTUs as a softwood, and it burns hot. So I'm looking for this chicken on a chain to hopefully get a nice crispy skin. And again, never done this before, but we're going to give her a whirl. Alright everybody, the fire is going. I think I got another 15-20 minutes before I think it's ready. Now if you guys haven't seen any of my videos before, I did a short video on the Mountain Hatch tailgate cover. And basically what this is a food grade cutting board. It's about 3/4 of an inch, ½ inch of actual cutting board material, food safe. And if you do a lot of camping, tailgating, everywhere you go, you probably have a 4.5 foot by 2.5 foot cutting board wherever you go. So all you hunters, fishermen out there, of course it's not for everybody, but they do make them for Tundras, Tacomas, I believe some Jeeps. Just look at the website, it's Mountain Hatch. And I've used this since I've installed it, which took me literally 5 minutes to install, every time we've gone camping. Whether it's a day hike, we're just making lunch, or I'm extended camping for 3 or 4 days. Again, you have this cutting board, huge cutting board, at your disposal. All right, I got our chicken, so let's get her tied up, seasoned up, and ready for the chain. All right, I got my chicken. I'm just going to put on some of this Polo, kind of a Mexican spice rub, along with some coarse black pepper. And I'm also going to do a baked potato directly in the fire. I did a video when I was snow camping, but I didn't show it coming out of the fire, me peeling it with no foil or anything. That's because I was exhausted and starving, so I'm going to show it on this video. I'm going to throw this right in the fire, no foil, no nothing. And basically what it does is it burns down a crust about this thick. And then once the potato's done, you just peel that off and you've got a baked potato with no foil, no oil, no pan, no oven or nothing. And I got to tell you, these are some of the best potatoes because they have a nice smoky flavor to them. And then I'm going to put the cast iron below the chicken. I'm going to catch all the drippings. And I'm going to add some butter, some orange juice concentrate, and some honey, and basically make an orange honey glaze as I start cooking this. So hopefully this will work out. So let's get this chicken wrapped up, seasoned up, because the fire is almost ready. All right, let's wrap this chicken. All right, let's get her seasoned up. I'm going to zoom in here. I haven't wrapped a whole lot of chickens, but it's better to keep it all together so it tries to cook evenly, where the wings and the legs don't burn, but the breast is not quite done. So let's get to it. What I do is I pull out my wingspan, approximately about 4 to 5 feet of some good just cotton string. But first, I'm going to season it up. I try to get the string about in the middle of the bird, and then I come and try to get these wings in here, pull them in the pits of the bird, and then across, go underneath back. Then I go under the breast bone, like so. Give it a good pull. Go back around, and then one more time around the breast. You can see it's all pulled in tight. You try to flip it over carefully. And I cinch her down. Try to get another knot in it. And then another knot, just for good measure. Cut off the excess. There we go. That way everything hopefully stays intact and cooks pretty evenly. So we're going to get this baby to get ready to put on a chain and see how she goes. So here's the tripod. Here's the chain. Chicken's over there. I did modify this a little bit. I wanted the ability to spin the chain 360 degrees with just effortless. But obviously with this setup, the way this comes, you can't do that. So I actually went out and bought 85-pound tested swivels, fishing swivels, and I put a couple of them together one on the main tripod, one on the chain, and that way I can adjust, raise the chain lower or higher according to temperature. And again, I want just basically so I can just like touch the chicken and basically a rotisserie. Hopefully this will work. Again, it's 85-pound test swivels. My chicken's 4.5 pounds. I think we're going to be okay. All right, the chicken's on. I had to do a little extra tying around the legs because I don't want the chicken to fall off, but I just took the hook where you hook your Dutch ovens, jammed it in there, tied it off, a little extra security. I also brought a oven thermometer, and I'm going to stick it right here somewhere to kind of give me an idea what the fire temperature is at. So if it gets too hot, I can pull these legs out and get the chicken away or scoot them in. It's the only way I can think of to kind of at least have some idea. So it is time to throw my potato in. And I'm just going to rotate it every 10-15 minutes until done. 10 minutes is going to be 1 hour. I'm telling you, the stick is the best way to do it to keep it cooking evenly. I'm going to patent these, so you cannot buy them for the next 7 years. So if you want to contact me with the roasting stick, RB Outdoors, I'll share the link on the custom-made chicken holding stick. So basically what I'm doing is at each side I'm giving it about 8-10 minutes, and then I just kind of let the chain do its thing, and then I wedge it here just like that. That's why I patent these chicken holding sticks, because it's a science, folks. Engineering, 4 years of testing. I've got the pan on underneath here now, collecting some drippings, and I'm going to get ready here in a little bit to make my honey orange glaze. All right, everybody, we are getting so close. Chicken's looking good. I'm going to bring the camera down here and have you look at it. I just checked my potato, and it's done, so I've got it off to the side, kind of cooling. And we are going to get ready to make the orange juice honey butter glaze in the cast iron pan. So let's get a little closer to the fire and show you what's been going on for the last hour and a half. And you can see the thermometer is reading just a little over 300. All right, I've got my cast iron with some chicken drippings. I'm going to put some butter in here. And I'm going to put a little honey. And then some orange juice concentrate. Now we're going to reheat this and start basting the chicken. Oh my! Woo-wee! Oh, that looks good. Here is my potato. It is done. I'm going to peel this as soon as this chicken's done, which is pretty dang quick right here. And then it's going to be lunchtime. As soon as I pull the chicken off, I will check the timer and tell you exactly how long this took. Alright, moment of truth. It's been 2 hours exactly. This thing's looking pretty done. I've got a split in the leg right there, and I'm afraid if I cook it too much more, she might fall off, and we don't want that. I do have a little bit of ash from the fire, but I'm considering those as flavor crystals. It's just apple and cherry ash. I think it's going to be really good. So let's take this baby off. Gonna drop it right in there. Left of my string. She got a little burnt, but you know what? Chicken on a chain. I think it's gonna be good. I'm gonna set this here and just let it rest. And now I'm gonna peel my potato. Alright, here's my potato. Basically, I'm just going to take it. It's a little overdone, but it's alright. When you do this, pick the biggest potato because you are going to have some waste. So a nice big baker that you can get. This is the biggest one I could find at the house. But as you can see, it just has a burnt crust just about that thick, and it protects the rest of the potato. So if you ever find yourself with no foil, no pan, no oven, no way to cook it, you can throw it in the fire just like whole, and then basically poke it with the fork until done. And like I said, rotate it every 10-15 minutes or so. Man, that thing's still hot. And I got to tell you, these are some of my favorite potatoes because they just have a nice smoky flavor to them. Alright, moment of truth. Ooh, I think she's done. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. First bite of chicken on a chain. Oh yeah. All right. Like I said, I've never done this before. 2 hours. I'll say this much though. You can't walk away from it. Basically got to keep moving it. 5 minutes, 10 minutes this side. But man, I got to cut another piece here. Hold on. And it's pretty moist. Alright, I'm going to put some on my plate and eat my potato before it gets cold. Alright everybody, there you have it. Chicken on a chain. The leg was cooked perfect. I got some breast meat. I'm going to put some butter on my potato. Oh man, I got to eat. While I eat my chicken on a chain, enjoy some of this footage that I took on my way up here. And on my way up here, I actually did get stuck. Took me about 20 minutes to dig myself out, but I got out to produce this video for you. Again, here at RB Outdoors, we'll go to the full extent to give you action-packed cooking, adventure, everything hopefully that you'd want to see. So I'm going to go eat and enjoy some of this footage that I took on my way up. thank you so much everybody for joining me today on the Tundra Tailgate Kitchen chicken on a chain and baked potato. I actually had 2 helpings of the chicken and now it's time to go. But again, thank you so much. If you like this video, subscribe, give it a thumbs up. I've got some more crazy ideas coming up as soon as all this snow goes away. And hopefully we'll see you down the road. Time to go.